All right, so it looks like Christmas came a little early this year, but when you're a toy collector, it's like Christmas is almost like every day, so like 2 or 3 times a week at least. So Christmas comes around very often, but when you get something like this, it's definitely like a big day. This isn't like coming up on a set like a Marvel Legends, because that happens all year long. This is something special to add to your toy room. These are the Comicave Iron Man 3 from the movie, Striker Mark 25, and Gamma Mark 26. And I mean, these are like some of the best action figures I own. They're die cast. They light up. They're really well articulated. They're, to me, in my opinion, they're probably the best action figures made. Like, I think they're way better than the SH Figure Arts. If you guys want to, defend SH Figure Arts, go ahead and buy one of these and then compare it, which we'll go ahead and do that. And you tell me if they're even comparable toys. Like, when you take an Iron Man and then you make a metal, that definitely is a cool thing. And then when his eyes light up, his chest lights up, these are unbelievable. But with Comicave, it's like you keep thinking they're going out of business. They dropped a lot of figs. These were two that I really wanted because these things stand out in the collection. I had these things pre-ordered with Big Bad for like $130 each, and I was okay with the price. I thought that was a little steep, but I was okay with it. And then I was scrolling through eBay one day. Go figure. And I found these from China. $85 shipped, like free shipping, and that's an unbelievable deal for a figure like this. So let's get them open. Let's get them over here with the rest of them. Check it out. Alright, so here they are out of the package. These guys standing right at about 6.5 inches tall. I went ahead and pulled the boxes out because these things are actually really nice. If you want to keep the box, which I kind of suggest you do, this is the best package in the business. Like, it makes the Mezco box look like crap. It basically has a magnet flap on it. You can open it up. It's got full styrofoam inside, so you can store them safe in there. You can even display them in the package, and you can see them just as good. And then you have the instructions right here. It doesn't tell you everything that he can do, but it definitely gives you the basics. So the boxes are cool. I mean, I'm not really into packaging, but that's definitely something I want to hang on to. And for some reason, this guy slipped this thing in the package, so I'm going to go ahead and put it in the video. It's a little solar-powered, and you can also put like a AA battery in it. Stand for an action figure. I don't know if it will spin with this guy on it because this thing's actually pretty heavy, but we'll give him a go. I guess it does work. So that thing's just powered from the lights in my toy room. So that's pretty cool. It's for free. I mean, I don't know if I'd buy these things, but maybe I would, depending on how much they were. But either way, he threw it in the box. I don't know if he threw it in there on accident or if he threw it in there because I bought 2 figures from him. But either way, I'm glad he did. Let's get into these. Okay, so we'll go ahead and go over the articulation, which is something I normally don't do, but the articulation on these things is just unbelievable. The head is kind of like on a little ball. It swivels here. It also swivels at the bottom of the neck. Does that really well. The shoulder pads here are like on a ball. You can take these off. They just clip right off or clip on. So they move pretty good. And then the shoulders, they pop in like that, and then you can move it around. And if you want to get more movement, you kind of pull it out. So I'm pretty sure SH Figure Arts does that as well, but I think these do it a little bit better. And then it does have a bicep swivel up here. Works really good. Hidden. You don't see any pins in this action figure. I mean, everything about this thing is just really, truly amazing. The elbows are just a single elbow, which kind of works for this because he's got these big, like, jackhammers on his hands. As far as this jackhammer goes, it this thing pushes in and out like a jackhammer. Yeah, go figure. And then this little piece here slides back and forth. I'm not real sure why they even did that, but I like it. I'll take it. And then the inside here, this little flap will open up. I tried to get the hand to move. I think it's kind of just basically stuck here. This thing only comes with one set of hands, but it's totally cool. Like these jackhammers, it's a must do. It would be kind of nice if these jackhammers did come off, only because I bought 2 of these. And even though I'd probably display them both with the jackhammers on, it would just be kind of nice to have that option. He also extends here at the torso. Here he already is extended. And then he clips down. It comes up, and then you get plenty of ab crunch here, which that is, like, just look how clean this figure is. Like, that thing is amazing. You squeeze them back down, and then on the thighs, I kind of already had them posed up. So the thighs pull down, which they are right now. You can push them back up. And then that looks really, really good like that. Like, just, like, look at the articulation. It's just so well done and so well hidden. Like, man, it looks good. Really impressed with this. Has a thigh swivel here, and then also here at the ball, you can swivel it up on top of the ball, you know, to make sure you get it to line up to where it like closes in nice and tight here. On the knees, double knee, like, look at that. That's like unbelievable. That works so good. On the feet, they also pull down like that, and then you can turn it. It's on a ball, so you can do whatever you want there. You can push it back up. And as far as like little extra stuff that I found on it, I'm sure I probably missed something. These little shields that go over his feet are on a hinge, so they go up and down. That's pretty cool. You can also take these off. Well, I didn't mean to take it off, but they just clip on here. Let me clip it back on. It actually stays on pretty good. I think I just picked it up too far. Okay, so it's back on there. So that's how that works. And then on the back of him, he has this little tiny flap right here, and this thing goes up. Oh man, I knew that was gonna happen. Okay, this thing flaps up. I'm not even sure why they did that, but I guess it's kind of cool. Just a little added something. And then to turn the battery on and off, or the lights on and off, you pop off this back plate, and then there's a little on and off switch right there. I kind of liked it more when these things were exposed. Yeah, you see it, but you don't have to take this thing off to turn it off. So if you want to turn it on real quick, you can just do it. But this thing comes off pretty easy, so it's not really a big deal. Normally there's a few more flaps that pop up on these, like on the other ones there are. On this one, that's pretty much all that I could find. But it's just really an amazing toy. As far as accessory goes, oh wait, and this little heel thing here goes up and down. So definitely cool. Like you would think that these shocks would move up and down. They don't, but they look cool. So then you have the little heel thing here, and then he's got like these little thrusters that kind of go on his feet like that. So that's pretty cool. I kind of wish that these things would have came with like 2 each. They come with one of these for each toy, and then they come with 2 of these for kind of like the blast effect around his hammer. I think they didn't do a picture of it, but oh wait, maybe it's on the inside of the box. Yeah, so there it is. So you got 2 for around his little jackhammer and 1 for his foot. I kind of wish they would have given you 2 each for the feet, but I bought 2 of them so I could kind of display one way and one the other way. Just kind of check him out real quick as far as the detail goes. Like, I mean, this is a real metal. It's a metal action figure, a metal Iron Man. Like, doesn't really get any better than that. Here he is, Gamma Mark 26. Man, I just love him. I'll go ahead and put the other one up here for a comparison. And it's basically, they're the same. One's green, one's yellow.
This one has a lot more silver on it. It's really hard to decide if you're just going to get one of these. I understand getting one because, you know, they're 85 bucks. That's kind of expensive, or $85 each. So, yeah, if you don't want to get two, but then the weight on this thing, it's like this thing is really a heavy toy. Like I'm really looking forward to that Hulk Buster. So I hope that comes out one day. Go ahead and put him up on the stand until I knock him over. But that little solar stand is actually pretty cool. I'll go ahead and show you this guy real quick. Articulation's exactly the same. The light turns on the same. The detail, oh, man, I don't know. It's just amazing. This yellow and black with the arrows. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Kind of looks like a road sign or something to me. The paint on this thing is unreal with the speckles on here. It just looks so worn and dirty, and man, it's just an amazing toy. So here they are. I'll pull out a couple comparisons. I just can't stop looking at these things or messing with them. They're just like really cool toys. Plus, I'm really excited to get this over there with the set and just sit there and stare at it for like the next 3 hours. Oh, there's also one other little thing that I forgot. You can like kind of pull his thighs down, and then these little pieces, I don't know why they did this, but they did, are on like a little ball, and I'm trying to get it to where you can actually see in there. It's got like a little hinge in there, and these things pull out, and then they also wiggle around. I don't really know why. I guess it's just a cool touch. Maybe when the thighs are up, it can move the legs better because you can kind of pull these things out, which, I don't know, it's just one extra moving part that they took the time to do. I could have did without it, but it is cool that they did it. Like, I mean, that's just like, I don't know. I love this toy. Like, no, I didn't get these for free. I wish that I did. I'm just overwhelmed with excitement by getting amazing action figures in my collection. All right, so for size comparisons and also just kind of money comparisons, I went ahead and pulled out the Mezco cap. You see he's standing just a little bit above 6 inches. And right next to him is a Comicave Iron Man, like their standard size. So he's right about 6. And then you have a Figure Arts, 6 inches, kind of perfectly in scale with the Comicave. And then you have Marvel Legends, which is also 6 inches tall. And Marvel Legends, they actually do a really good job on their Iron Man figures. It's some of their better work. Like, if you look at these things, like, the quality of these, like, I mean, they look pretty decent. Like, yes, there's, of course, the Comicave is better. It's metal, it lights up. The Figure Arts is definitely better articulated. That's also nice. But for 20 bucks, man, that's a pretty good action figure. And then you have these, like these are bigger figures. They're supposed to be bigger. It's not like they're out of scale because basically they fit right in with the other Comicave. It's just a bigger one. That's why at the higher price point, when I thought it was $130, it didn't bother me because it's actually a bigger toy. So they fit right in scale. Basically, you got this Mezco cap. It's $80. Soft goods on it. You know, I think that's a pretty solid toy. I think I might have overpaid on this thing, 110 bucks, something like that. I think you can get them a little cheaper right now, 110, and he did come with a Hall of Armor set, so I think that's a pretty good deal on those when you get those, 20 bucks. And then I got these for $85 each shipped, which that's an amazing price, I think. I'm going to go ahead and put them up there in the collection. All right, so here's kind of my Iron Man collection, at least like my high-end Iron Man collection. Got the Hall of Armor all set up. Figure Arts, really digging that. Got the Igor Hall of Armor Toys box. It's also definitely pretty nice. Got the desk from Toys box also. Go ahead and put him down on the ground for you can kind of have the whole jackhammer thing working. And then I went ahead and put the other one up in this Figure Arts box. And he just barely fits. Like he's like, his head is like literally touching the top of the case. But he does fit in there if that's something you were worried about because of the bigger size. I think he actually looks pretty good in there. It fills it up pretty good. There's a new addition to the collection. Like always, thanks for watching. I'm probably going to be standing right here for like the next 3 hours just checking this out. Anyway, thanks a lot.